We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Jason Hamill, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed
to. Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the on-base percentage leaders in the National League. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, and he's a very solid hitter as well.
Hamels is ready. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Bryce Harper will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soler is there. And that's the 3rd out. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Gio Gonzalez, assignment for the Nats in this one. EK, what?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He has not allowed a lot of out in scoring position. He'll hope to continue that here in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Fly ball out toward right field. Harper is under this one. 1 gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Jason Hayward will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt, Hillsdale gets pretty favorable reviews from all parties. I think some pitchers wish he'd give a little more on the corners, but he's usually right more often than they are.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
To short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive, has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
Chris Bryant is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And that misses. 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into center field. Revere is under it. And that retires the side. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Jason Worth makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Jason Worth.
Hamill into the wind. First pitch on the way. Into the seats. 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Hit down the third base line. And the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. He's averaged down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Foul tip held on to behind the plate. It's strike 2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Nope,
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Stepping in now, Clint Robinson. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Hayward moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals go quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games, he's been good, hitting over 350.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Rendon bare hands it.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And taken in out there for the first out.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Stepping up to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Jorge Soler will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit hard toward first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
This is all about taking what's given to you as a hitter. If they want to keep working you away, fine, let them. You just have to take the approach like this. Drive it to the opposite field. Now they'll think twice about working you out there next time.
Here's Addison Russell. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. That's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put them up 1-0.
Standing in now, Jason Hamill, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And even after the 2-out RBI, you still have a chance to help yourself out here with a hit. You got a man in scoring position.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. To 2-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We've played 2 full. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Stephen Drew leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Hamill sets. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, here's just a classic sequence here as we check it out again on Show Track. A couple of good pitches here to get him ahead 0-2. And then knowing that a hitter's got to protect the outer half when you're down in the count, they turn to the slider that starts in the zone, then breaks out of the zone, and he just can't hold up.
Into the box now, Gio Gonzalez wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Ben Revere as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
A runner on first with 2 away. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And a good job there keeping the inning alive. That's all you needed to do. Well, now one more 2-out knock, and they get that run right back.
So striding in, Daniel Murphy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Slapped hard the opposite way, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back for more from the north side after this. Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Dexter Fowler.
First offering on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 22.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
1 out, nobody on. Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. For Hayward, that's stolen base number 3 here on the campaign. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Oh, 2, here it comes. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals 0. Leading off the inning, Bryce Harper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Fowler, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And as you see there, his total places him second on the Nationals in that category.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
At the plate, Jason Worth. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Well, here's something for you kids to remember. You've got to freeze on a line drive if you're at second base. Make sure that that ball gets through before you take off and try to advance. And that's a good read there, and he's able to get back and avoid being doubled off.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Chopped weakly to the left. Russell has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Clint Robinson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Down the first baseline. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Benz set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Chicago fourth, second baseman, number
Gonzalez
18.
steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting,
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics
Jorge
department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Digging in, Jorge Soler. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Addison Russell. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
That evens it up, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stephen Drew heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Now at the plate, Pedro Severino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This is line to left, and that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Oh, and this ball center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
Gio Gonzalez comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Staying with it is Montero, and there are 2 out now.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Ben Revere will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. It remains 1-0. Miguel Montero comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Well, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
And this is a two-seam fastball with a little bit of life to it. I mean, they'll often run east to west or vice versa, depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
Into the box, Jason Hamill. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high, 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball in there, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Dexter Fowler will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. Gonzalez comes set. Here's the pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
On the move now is Fowler. Pitch inside the throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And you know, the thinking there, it's really a no-lose situation. 2 strikes, if he gets thrown out, you still have 2, 3, 4 to start off the next inning. If he's safe, you've got a runner in scoring position, and a 2-out single gets you a run.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Spin and a throw back to second. Back in standing. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Chris Bryant digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he is in there.
And this would go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Cubs lead it 2-0. Daniel start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Soler. 1 down.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Bryce Harper will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Hit down the line at first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Jason Worth digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down 2-0. Ben Zobrist will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Ball 1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. To short, hit hard. Drew's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Jorge Soler will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That last pitch puts him at 100, so that probably makes this his last inning, even if he makes it all the way through.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Just watching him from up here, you can see in the body language, he's really struggling out there right now. 4 walks he's allowed. It's hard to allow that many without them coming back to bite you in the end.
Addison Russell will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that 2-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting his spots well.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Revere over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Montero waits. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Two out with the man at first. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And the count will be full. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Anthony Rendon will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Hamill has his target. First pitch on its way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Hayward. He's got it one away.
First baseman.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown are.
Clint Robinson will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. And he'll step off and try again. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
Grounded to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Stephen Drew will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he falls behind 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Oliver Perez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Batting in the seventh spot, number 46, Oliver Perez. Now playing shortstop and batting in the
Jason Hamill will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. And that's too high, ball two.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he misses with it, ball four. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
The center fielder, number 24.
Felipe Rivero will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Now pitching for Washington, number 73, Felipe Rivera.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a two-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Runs up and gets this one down. And he's set down, one away.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Trevor Gott will get the call now as he'll try to get the final two outs and send this one along into the eighth.
Trevor Gott.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. Gets a small piece near the plate. On to first, and there were two down.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Chris Bryant takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Not close. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, he surged this one out into right field, and it's going to fall in, a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay home, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Sean Kelly will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Sean Kelly.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Two out with the man at first. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Line drive to left. Worth is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nationals nothing. Pedro Severino will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Severino.
Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Danny Espinosa will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. He's ready now. The pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop.
Well, you've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th.
One and one, here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning, and that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
Ben Revere will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Daniel Murphy, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Fowler will call this one as he comes in to put it away for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our two starters to this point in the contest. Daniel Murphy stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runners are at first and second with one away. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back in standing. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. This is hit sharply to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Well, here's one of the few things that hasn't gone his way during this recent hot streak of his. He's been tearing the cover off the ball for the last week or two, and he does it again right here, but this time he's going to come up empty.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Ben Zobrist digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Now the pitch. Hit hard to short. Espinosa's there. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Up next for the Cubs.
A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Into the box, Jorge Soler. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit on the ground is short. Espinosa's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
The 1-2 pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 3-0. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
Jason Worth will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Rondon looks in. 1-2 on its way. And this is foul tipped right into the glove of Montero. Nice work behind the plate to preserve the strikeout.
Just a great 2-strike pitch right there. That's all you can say. As a hitter, you're seeing fastball out of his hand, and then boom! Just disappears on you.
In now is Anthony Rondon, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Hayward. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
In now, Clint Robinson. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
About do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 3-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jason Hamill. His record is now 1-5. The loss goes to Gio Gonzalez. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.